Hey peeps, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm gonna go through some of the things that I have in my baby's nursery here that just makes sense. I was one of those people who spent hours, days, months, all the way up until the baby's arrival, trying to figure out what the best items were to put in his room. And so the things to note about me that kind of helped my criteria was that I used to be more of a minimalist. And so I wanted to have some of those minimalist concepts still represented. I didn't want to have so much space that I was taking up with items that he may or may not use. And so that meant I looked at a lot of reviews. I looked at a lot of usage. I was looking for things that were too versatile, things that maybe I could use right now that he's an infant, but could grow with him into his toddler years. Three, I was looking for a lot of space saving things. So things that were not too bulky, things that eventually we could move with us to our house. And so those are probably the three main things that helped me out as I was looking at what I was going to use. I'm really interested in the Montessori way of raising children. I'm a former educator. My husband is as well. And so we want to raise a very capable man. I think our society has done this, and I'm going to go on a rant now. Our society has gone into this devaluing of men, and part of that is perpetuated on our expectation of men when they're boys. We don't put the expectation that they would be good at chores or cooking or other handy things, and so we're making a conscious effort even as an infant to treat him like a capable human being. And so I benefit from all of the things that my husband did before he met me. He's a very capable man. He can cook, he can clean, he can do all the things. And to me as a wife, I love having his partnership in marriage because I can see all of the things that the Lord and his family and his upbringing and life circumstances used all of those things to prepare him into manhood. And so even though I'm raising a boy, he's one day going to be a man. And so I want to be very conscious. I just want to make sure that all of my children, future men and women, will get all the training that they need while they're in my house. This little corner is what we are using as his little Montessori exploration corners. A lot of what Montessori says is that you want to put things at eye level with the child. And so we are here. He has a little bit of a mat that is here. And so he can lay down and he can play. So we have this little, I want to say it's a 50 by 50 little play mat. I love it. It's quilted and it's very soft. It's washable. So I have machine washed it. It is a kick and play gym. It has a lot of things going on. First, this little arc here is so awesome. My baby loves it. And it has all these dangling toys. Little crinkly paper, things that they can bat at. Funny thing is that you get to see the development of your baby over time. When we first introduced this to him, he must have been maybe 2 months old or something. He was not at all interested in any of these dangling toys. And then one day he looked up and was like, oh, these are here. I should play with them. Especially loves the crinkly paper and the little ball here that has a jingle. But let me kind of move this out of the way so you can see it. Move that there. There's a piano, and the piano comes with different styles.
Monkey. Toucan. Frog. Elephant. Lion.
So it has all the different sounds of the animals, but it also has a section here that's just a regular piano. And so I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a vested interest in having my baby have piano and musical type of toys because my husband and I are both worship leaders, and I want to introduce music and music capability to my son very early. So I want to make sure that he is hearing music. I have his godmother was just talking to me. We had a conversation about how babies need to hear complex music early on in their lives so that they can really learn and grow being accustomed to music so they can go on to make music themselves. So this whole little corner, I have a very, how do I say this lightly? not a Velcro baby, but this baby, he loves his parents. So he always wants to be held. He wants to be next to us. And just now he's turning 5 months in a few days. But just now is he being like, oh, I can play in this gym without like anyone having to be with me. But I like this little corner because sometimes I will lay down on it with him. And especially when we're reading. Here's another one that I love. Randomly found it online. It says, singing with Jesus is fun. See that? This book, Singing with Jesus is fun. And it has 8 Christian children's songs. Some of them you will know, like, my God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There is another one, I think, Away in the Manger, which we all know. Then there's some other songs on here that I'm like, I've never heard about this song before. And I'm pretty sure it's an original. They're really catchy. And yeah, and they have like the picture. This is the one we literally read this song and read the story and sing this song every morning. I use it almost like a gateway into prayer. We thank God for all of the wonderful, once again, animals that he's made. We thank God for his son, Jesus, and then we pray for every member of our immediate family. And I remember as a kid really loving routines, and this book is something we integrate into our routine. I think is going to build a practice of like thanking the Lord, of singing and worshiping, so that when he's older and we're reading the Bible together, it's not like a foreign concept. Not only is this book like nice songs, it's like real singers and they have really great voices. And I was telling my husband, let me play one.
Only a boy named David, only a little boy.
Only a boy named David. Do you hear that harmony? Only a boy named David. Only a boy named David. Okay, that's enough. But this song is introducing harmony to my son. When I was growing up, I didn't realize that most people didn't know how to harmonize. I thought that everyone harmonized because my mom was a choir director growing up. And so I just thought, okay, everybody knows how to harmonize. And I didn't realize it's a skill that you either have to be exposed to or taught if it's later on in your years. I'd rather just expose him early. This is definitely a book that can grow with him. So I love that. Not too far from my baby's corner down here is my corner up here. This is my little nursing station. My husband moved this from our living room into this room because we noticed when we were having guests, it was getting a little awkward when I was like trying to breastfeed in the living room with our guests there. Obviously, I have like a little cover up. I have one of these capes you just put your head under and you wear it. This is a corner that after the baby has played, I pick him up and I nurse him and I can rock him and I love it. Another thing, I just grabbed it from the bed. This is our wipeable changing mat for diaper changes. I knew specifically that I didn't want a bulky changing table. I also didn't really want a stationary place that I was going to have to put a dresser that I would put something on. We just used either our high top counter and we put this on top, or we will put it on the bed somewhere. And so it's been helpful for diaper changes. I have moved it into almost every room of the house, which I love, being able to have that versatility. And I love that it's wipeable. I saw a lot of people use the kind of cloth diaper liners that you put down and then you put the baby on it. The problem with that is that it's just additional laundry that I don't want to have to deal with. So that is something that I just kind of was like, no, I don't want to compromise. This is pricey. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one in particular, it's not the Key Guru. This is the, it's the Skip Hop. Yeah, it's the Skip Hop one. And I just wanted a more minimalist looking one. Another thing I'm super grateful for is this nursing pillow. This one is from Mom Cozy. And Mom Cozy is so brilliant for this design. First of all, it has a little strap that you can strap behind you. And then it has this part here. This part here I think is really crucial. Most of the pillows come like this without this, but this is really helpful because there will be times where I'm feeding the baby and I can see that the baby just wants to like hang out and chill. I am 5'2" and I didn't want a crib that was like so low that I couldn't pick up my son. So if you can see, I can reach here. It's adjustable, so the crib will go from here to lower. Like I said, I want to use the Montessori principle, so I want to be able to actually convert this crib into a toddler bed when we get there. We'll see if we want to do this toddler bed or if we want to do a floor bed altogether. In my mind, we already have this, so I'd rather convert it into a toddler bed. This is kind of a makeshift corner just for toys. Mind you, he's 4 months old and he's not really playing with toys just yet, but I have a few. He has been interested in these little stacking rings. They're not wooden. I know they're not wooden because he's like in the stage where he's kind of just tossing them around, and I don't want him to bonk himself in the head with a piece of wood just yet. But there is this little Montessori locking ring thing. This is kind of cool. He does like this. And it's so simple. It's so simple, but it can grow with your child because first they're using it for dexterity of their hands. And, you know, when he first started discovering, oh, wait, I can use my hands. This was really cool for that. But the way it is that it can actually roll and he has to like reach for it. So that's pretty cool. We have these little toys. This is like a rattle. These are just socks that you put on your hands and on your feet. Looking at Montessori things, so we had to come all the way down to the level of the child. So this is a cute little bookshelf that once again can grow with him. He can come and find his own books, but for right now, these are the books that we have. One thing that we did when we had our baby showers that we asked people to bring books signed instead of having them bring cards. We figured that baby books are about the same price as a card, so might as well just help build his library. Did that work exactly that way? Not so much, but we have a nice stack of beginner books that he has. This is not quite age appropriate, I guess. It's a little early on, but my nieces have this and I love this. This is a talking ABC poster, and it has, once again, I'm trying to infiltrate that music stuff. We have a keyboard here. We have the different letters and items that go along with those letters. So once again, this is ready for him. I can start doing it now, knowing that he might not fully grasp all that I'm showing him, but I'm trying to do that like early education exposure. Did you see anything from my baby room that you liked? I have linked my baby registry. Feel free to shop my list. I did all the hard work for you, and all you have to do is browse. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Since you're already here, you might as well watch some more videos. I have videos on minimalism, faith, finances, sustainability, all sorts of things. So check out any of these videos around here.